Well, I figured since May is, mental health month, and, I think it should be year-round no matter what. But I wanted to come on today and talk about why it is hugely important to me. Now, sit back, because I think this is going to be a while, and the gameplay I'm going to have in the background is going to be me looking for my gosh darn box of rockets that I left in my Minecraft world somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where I left it. That is still what confuses me right now. Off topic. Alright, let's get into it. So, mental health has been something I've struggled with my entire life. And to put it simply, I'm going to put my age out there so I can be more transparent to tell you how long it's been. But for the last, because I'm 21 right now, and it's really vague on when it started for me. This is something I'm not ready to talk about quite yet. But I've struggled with my mental health for 15 years now. For a very long time, ever since I was a kid. And I don't want to go into details quite yet on how bad it was, because I don't think it should have been as bad as my child self was, but it was, there was a lot I didn't understand at that time, and I'm still trying to make peace with it, which is really gosh darn hard when you didn't understand anything. But let's go to when it really started taking effect, because I guess technically where I should start is during COVID, when it kind of was there, but it wasn't really to the forefront. So let's start at the beginning there. So I remember vividly that some girl in my class said like, oh, we're not going to have school next week. And whatever else, I was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. And then, how COVID happened, the school was shut down. It was terrible. Class online was I hated classes online. And there was one particular English assignment that I hated every second of. It was very unclear. It drove me crazy, and I didn't think I was doing a good job on it. And then, we had our because it was my 8th grade graduation there too, which was not that exciting because it was drive by, drop stuff off, and, nothing exciting. Then this is where the changes started really happening, because from my freshman year, I moved a state away from everyone I knew. I moved a whole state away, which took about a third of the day to travel to, which really sucked because it was just me, my sisters, my mom, and her friend, all down there by ourselves. It was kind of isolating, and the problem with COVID was it was very isolating. And then, the school year started up again. And the thing that really sucked about it is, which I don't know, for me it was kind of great, was it was split into A and B days. So I didn't really know anyone. And part of the problem I had at the time is like, I was sitting there, I was like, there's no point for me to make friends here because I am going to be gone within a year. And I don't mean like, like anything dramatic. I mean, literally, I was only there for my freshman year and I would be moving elsewhere. So I didn't see any point, which at the time it was actually quite lonely because all I really had was the teachers I really liked. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, sure, I made like a friend here, but it was kind of one of those like, oh, hey, we're friends. Nope, just kidding. Second I left, we weren't inherently friends. Which now I just thought about, that's where kind of my isolation, being alone, really started, taking roots there. So then let's go to where I moved again. I moved about, 3 hours away from everyone I knew. Same state, something a lot less worse. But the biggest problem where I moved to was a really small town, 1,000 people. And the biggest problem with this town was if you weren't there at birth, you weren't a part of any groups. This will be important later. All right, this is a lot of setting up apparently. But there's groups, so if you weren't there since birth, it was really hard to make friends there. And the friends I made weren't originally from there. They moved to that town, which I don't know why you would want to move to that town, but most people chose to do it anyways. So sophomore year, it was kind of rough because, I didn't know anyone, and, it was a new school, new people, new things, and everything. But, the teachers really did help. So, and then I had, one senior that was a part of my stepfather, I would say stepdad, and this technicality, but right now with what's going on with my mom and him, I don't know what's going on. Either way, off topic again. Yeah, made sophomore year a lot less worse. And then we get into my junior year. Yeah, that was a rough year for me. Oh boy. Yeah, it was. Out of all the years I could have definitely shit the bed, it was that year to do it. Oh, where do I start? I think I can start where the snowball started to go, because everything at the beginning of the year, all the way up till let's say October. I think it was about October. I was in PE. I know, right? No, I'm not a very fit kid, so I don't know why I chose PE. I eventually did choir, so yeah, whatever. So what happened is I took a step, and all of a sudden I tried to change directions, which is not inherently the move you want to do when you're having so much force and you decide to plant your foot down to go a different way. That inherently wasn't that wasn't my brightest idea. So then all of a sudden I was on the floor, my right kneecap popped out. Yeah, I have pictures. I don't know if I want to show you. I mean, if I remember and if I want to show you, I'll definitely put a picture on screen right about now to show you. But no, I took it like a champ and everything, so it was something. And then the real problem started, because the worst type of relationship you can have besides, a toxic one, a situationship, is a trauma bond relationship. It is one of those things that should never happen. That is something that should never happen. I am pretty awful at being awful about it. So great, this is gonna be really funny. So there was this girl. Oh boy, here we go. And me and her really trauma bonded. It was bad. It was bad, I'm willing to admit. So, blah blah blah, stuff happened. Let's just skip to the night where this was, do I really want to say the first attempt? Because that's really hard for me to say. Because, I had that child part of me, but, that's something I'm saving for later. But for this video, I'm just going to say it was the first attempt. I was really darn close. I think something triggered in me because she unfriended me because I don't remember the reasons why. Which, I do totally see that. It was my fault, not whatever else. But that trauma bond relationship was not inherently good for either of us. So, I said I was going to, take my life that night and everything, and it really spiraled downhill. I had the cops on me, I talked to a friend, I had all my blades taken, everything that I could potentially hurt myself with, and I got age restricted. That'd be funnier than hell, wouldn't it be? And everything of mine was taken, and I was pretty convinced I was going to do that. And the following days at school, it was awkward, really awkward, because this school, in the time I was there, experienced one person taking their life, and that was that day. The dread, the quietness, the silence of that person, and hearing the news, just how quiet the day was crazy to listen to. Because there was people talking and being cheerful like the days before, but then that happened. A girl took her life and it was just quiet. But there was definitely something different in the air. Me and her couldn't really look at each other. We were just that we hated each other. Well, I don't hate anyone because I don't see the point in doing it. But either way, it was a rough few days. And then at some point, because one of my friends dropped out of school, he didn't see the point in continuing. Guy's GED, he's doing really great right now. But the thing I said to my English teacher at the time, because one of the girls in my class said, "Why did blah 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 drop out?" I just flat out said, I was like, "Because the school sucked," or something like that. My English teacher looked at me, she pointed me out, and I was like, fine. I just straight up grabbed my bag, walked out, and I was done. And I called my dad, I was like, I just did all this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was quite rough. And then I was brought down to where my dad lives, did concrete, which is kind of funny because I'm still doing concrete nowadays. And then, I think one more attempt during the summer, which no one really knows about that one. Yeah, it was not pretty. So let's skip over the summer, and I'll be honest, this senior year was kind of the comeback for me. You know, the junior year was the awful year. Senior year was going to be the year I came back and actually tried and cared and did whatever else. I was walking that stage. So, truth be told, graduated, did all that stuff. And I was going to college, which was a mistake because I was pressured into it. My parents forced me to go. And that was, I think, the biggest regret of my life. Because the biggest problem is I'm not motivated to stuff I can't see the point in doing. And I think the first semester I tried, and then eventually I gave up, and you know, my mental health really took over, which is a terrible excuse to say when you're paying that like a lot of money to go to college. And I felt pretty darn guilty after that. I couldn't tell anyone, and they found out I think 2 weeks before I had to go register or whatever it was, which yeah, that was totally on me. Everyone was angry at me. I told I'll take the blame on that one. So for some reason I'm not very good at getting lessons through. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I don't know why I decided to do it again. That was really stupid of me because it was a waste of money. So I took the second semester, you know, majors, whatever it was, degrees, because I originally was going to do cybersecurity, realized it wasn't for me. I can't remember what I chose after that. Then at some point, I think it was March or April, where I just straight up, I couldn't do it anymore. I was back to where I was in junior year, where I couldn't do it anymore. School's really stressing me out. I couldn't do it. I didn't talk to anyone. I was isolated in my room, didn't take showers, I had terrible hygiene. And eventually, I had one of the campus officers come in, tell me that, you know, people were downstairs worried about me, my dad, which was a very shitty fucking thing he did. Really shitty, but it did give me a response. So, I mean, it did work, and I don't know. Because he sent a very illogical text about him saying, I'm going into the hospital, I hurt myself, and blah, 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 something like that. I can't remember what the text was. But that one made me call and switch and be like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, I totally lied to you. I just someone needed to hear from you. Yeah, that was rough. So then for about a year, I've been kind of doing concrete, and this has been more of a racing thing. And I really struggle with having friends. I struggle a lot, and I think I've talked about this in some other videos because I have a few weeks planned out for videos. So what I mention here may come up later in those ones because, you know, I'm going on vacation here shortly in about a few days. When this is going live, this should be, you know, the 19th of May. So I am pretty sure I have a few disorders, personality issues, illnesses. I'm not really sure. And I've been really needing to go to therapy, but this trip has kind of put a little hamper on things because I didn't see the point. Yeah, here's that point again. Here's me saying that again. I didn't see the point of starting therapy, then going on vacation for 2 weeks, and then having to start it again. I think it was going to be better if I just decided to start it after I get back to the trip and whatever else. So, this is going to be really rough for me to say. I don't know how I'm going to preface this. Alright, let's start it. Because I don't know if I'm ready for this, because I can tell you for sure as hell I am not ready to say this out loud, but it's somewhere in my heart I gotta be. Or what's left of my heart, I should say. But there was a friend, me and her were a really good friend. I should just stop having female friends. That's a realization that just struck me. I should really stop having female friends. That is very ironic that a lot of my issues starts with me having female friends. That is kind of funny, but I think that's an issue with myself. But we were actually really good friends, and then all of a sudden just something switched and my brain couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. All of a sudden, didn't get any replies. It started to go quiet, dry. My brain just saw it as abandonment. And the problem is I connect to someone very, very deeply. I connect to one person, as some other terms would say, as a favorite person. My whole mood depended on that person. If they would answer back, talk to me, and, you know, having a great time, I'm having a great time. If they go days without messaging me, I straight up would go insane and be like, they're abandoning me. I can't do it, which is really unhealthy. I am going to admit that is really unhealthy. I can't obsess over someone like that. But then eventually I did a decision where I just straight up deleted my old Instagram account, made a whole new one. I flat out said, like, if you're interested or if you even care at all, follow me on this new account. And said person didn't follow me, and I just straight up, I'm like, alright, I guess we're not friends anymore. And the biggest problem with me is, this is one of the issues I want to work on, is people can say I love you. Alright, I can get that. But for some reason, it is the same mentality of out of sight, out of mind as what I have. So when eventually she stopped, talking to me and whatever else, I just straight up just thought she didn't care. And I still think this because I don't even think we're friends, which is hard for me to admit because I did really like her, but whatever, there's nothing I can do. I'm really, really unstable as a person. So, and after it was a few days and everything, I tried talking and I got nothing. And the other problem I also have is I impulsively do things where I message, I ask for reassurance, I block, unblock, unfriend, friend, do all this stuff because I am scared of people abandoning me. It is one of the worst things, one of the many worst things I have as a person. So then now it kind of leads me to now where I am all over the place emotionally. I am wondering if I'm even going to see her next day because I'm sitting there and I lay at night wondering all the wrongdoings I've done, every bad decision I've done, every single thing I've done, wondering why I don't know if I can do this, which is ridiculous because I've done this for 15 years. But what ultimately scares me is I don't think anyone's gonna take my life. The thing that scares me the most is I'm gonna be the one to take my own life, whether it's impulsively driving, doing something stupid, or whatever else, and everything's starting to really start to derealization around me right now. That's not really helping me, and I can't get a grip on my emotions. I can't hold anything in. I'm breaking down. I'm really breaking. And one of the ones I have coming out next month, I believe it's near the end of next month, is my heart just can't do it anymore. My heart just snapped. Whatever was holding me together emotionally and actually caring just snapped. It broke on me, and I don't know if I can fix it. I don't believe it can be fixed because of what just happened, of it being snapped, being broken, shattered into 1,000 pieces beyond recognition. And now here I am sitting there with those pieces broken, my brain fully broken, and no one to really talk to. I got no one because every time I've tried to go talk to someone, it's either I get ignored, I don't get a response, and by the time I get that response, it has been days, and by the time I even need it, I don't care anymore. And anyone else is the other one is I get invalidated. I don't get, heard or whatever else because it's like I don't know who to talk to. I got no one to talk to. And it's one of the reasons why I have this channel is because I can't hold anything in, because if I hold any more in, I may literally collapse in on myself. It's one of the scariest thoughts I have. But no, it really sucks because the issues I have, everything I've done is because of me. And I don't want to say I'm the issue, but when I'm looking at all the track records, when I'm looking at everything I've done over the last few years, how I've gotten to this point, how I've destabilized as a person, how I can't even hold anything together. Hell, even today or yesterday when this is coming out, I couldn't hold it in. I almost couldn't hold it in because I was, to describe how awful my moods are is I can start off the morning, happy. The pour is finished. I'm depressed and something goes wrong. I'm purely pissed off and angry, and it is not like anger like where it's like, oh boy, this is stupid or whatever. I got the hiccups, but I mean it is full on rage, full on I hate you, I hate everything, whatever else, and then I can go be happy and then just jump everywhere within the span of a few hours. I don't even think that's how my brain should totally function, but that's the way my brain functions, and it sucks. because I almost started crying on the job site. Which, working construction, that is definitely not what you want to happen, but I had to go to the porta potty a few times and just sit there and try to calm myself down. And since I've been in such emotional turmoil for the last few weeks, I'm not proud to admit this. I am not proud, but I got no other way to relieve it. But I've been getting the knife, and this is really hard for me to admit. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be for me to just say it. I'm also, worried that, I don't want this video to be age restricted because of certain words I'm going to say. That is also part of my worry too, is because it is such an important thing for me to say all this. But I've been, drawing lines on myself. Ooh, I think that one works. But I've been drawing a lot of lines, and I'm happy. Well, that's the problem. I don't know if I should be happy that the blade is very dull and I can't actually generally hurt myself with it, or I should be whatever else, because if that blade was a lot sharper, I'd have a lot more scars on my arms, on my chest, and, well, mainly my chest and arms. Well, left arm. Yeah, maybe my right arm too. I don't really remember. I have trouble remembering a lot of things, and I'm not sure because, as I've said with my emotions, I'm not sure if it's because I have multiple personalities or if I'm just have terrible mood swings or what it really is. I'm not entirely sure all the issues I have. And yes, I know I should always be working on myself, but there's some days I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through the night. And the other thing I've been dealing with is I can't really go to sleep some nights. Like, I'm sitting there and it's like, because right now it is 10:13 p.m. and I gotta get up around 4:30 tomorrow. I can't go to sleep. I'm still wide awake right now. I got my second wind going on right now as I'm recording this. It just sucks because now it is, with the derealization I've been dealing with, everything's not real. I'm seeing myself in third person. I'm starting to see figures, I'm starting to hear voices, and the absolute amount of isolation I have and lack of social interaction I have is killing me. It is killing me slowly, and I know I should get out and do something, but I am to the point where I don't know what to do, where to go, because I can't be left alone with my thoughts. Me being left alone with my thoughts is the scariest thing I have to deal with. And on that note, I think I've rambled on for a lot longer because I think that is kind of everything I wanted to say. I am running out of things to say. So, if anything resonated with you or whatever else, please reach out to someone if you're down in this dark headspace. I don't know what you're feeling or what led you to these points, but I know the dark place. It is not a pleasant place for anyone to stay and linger in, but please reach out to someone. Reach out to a trusted friend. I mean, even call 988 or talk to someone like that can actually help you, like the emergency crisis line. I don't know all the numbers offhand. The only one I know is what I just said, 988. And it's just important for me because this is the main reason why I have this channel. The main reason why I have any of my channels is because if I could make one person look forward to my stuff and make life even just that little bit better, it was worth it all in the end for me. That is the main reason why I try every day. Yes, some days always suck. There's nothing you can do about that. There's some days I want to sit down, not get out of bed, and cry and cry and cry and just think, oh, pity old me. And I'm getting to the point where it's like I gotta do something or else my mind is gonna kill me one of these days. So either way, I mean, I would love for you to ask for help, do anything else. Just please do not sit with it. Please do not let it consume you and eventually take your life. I love you guys. I hope you take care, and I hope to catch you sometime, whatever the next video is. So take care and bye.